Hello and welcome to the Stage 3 prediction video. This will be a short video, no openings at the end, flat broke, but a little announcement after this when we do the pick'ems that will involve a opening of some kind. But for now, let's get Stage 3 started. Now, I think this one will be a much easier one to do than Stage 2. There are so many crazy upsets. Just teams that didn't make it, teams that did, that played terrible in Stage 1 or hadn't really played well up until the major. They were in instant qualification to stage 2. But right off the bat, I'm going to pick Furia. I mean, this, and because these are best of ones, they really can go either way. But I think Furia is just the overall better team, better players. Just everyone's playing super well, on fire. I think Vitality, they're still an amazing team. They're fairly consistent. FaZe should lose this. This should be an easy one. Falcons, easy against bait. Firepower's there. I'd say, I'm not sure who the in-game leader of bait is. I know it's not Nipple/NPL, but I think their in-game leader is probably on the same level as Kicksand. Kicksand's probably a little bit better, but Falcons get the edge. Mongols, I I would be surprised if Imperial gets the upset because you've still got 4 out of the 5 players for Mongols, and they're all still very good. Senzu's very good. Techno can pop off. Blitz can pop off. 910's very, I think you said 910. Mizzino, I'm sorry, my apologies. All very good players. Senzu's very good, but I think Malrock can really get a good game plan together, and they can still win this. Mao's beat Vision. Mao's just, better resources, amazing players, so many finishes, top 4 in playoffs or grand finals. Spirit, it's Donk. Donk's gonna just destroy Liquid, I think. He's gonna play super well. Passion UA versus G2. I'm likely to pick G2 just because better players. I think I'd say Hunter is probably at the same level as JT at the moment. So I think G2 wins that one. And then Pain, 3D Max. This really is a toss up. But I want to give Pain. I kind of want to say Pain, but I'm going to say 3D Max. I just think they've had better results. And Pain probably, I wouldn't have had Pain in stage 3. I would have put Legacy here just because Legacy won an event. Pain's won nothing all year. But that's got to be on the point. Furia beats 3 Max. That's no problem. Vitality G2. I think Vitality will get the win over G2, as I think Vitality is still the better team. G2, I believe, did beat Vitality at. It wouldn't have been Blast London. It would have been Blast. What was the Blast Open for this season? No, it was Blast London because it was Blast Portugal in the spring. I made a mistake. It is Blast London. That's what the event was. And then Falcon, I think Falcons, just because they have better play, and it's just more proven players. Tesses is better than either Tanier or Zoe. He's just overall better, And Tesses is still a good player, and I think Yusuke is just better than them. So I think it's just overall they're gonna have better firepower and just a better overall team. Mongols, Maus, I'm gonna pick Maus because Maus still has the main roster they've had since I guess it would have been PGL Bucharest. The first one, no, it would have been Cluj-Napoca. I think that was the first tournament they ever played together with Spinks because they had Kato, but they had a stand-in. Passion versus Pain. Difficult pick. I do want to say Pain. I'm going to say Pain. Navi Liquid. I think Navi beats Liquid. I want to say, because Vision has looked pretty good. They were a last day advance in stage 1. They advanced on day 4. That sounds advanced on day 4 of stage 2. FaZe, they were so streaky in stage 1. They advanced in stage 2. I'm tempted. This is really tough. Just because Brokey is so bad, and maybe I didn't get to watch most of their games. I work, for a living. Sorry. Oh boy. I think I am gonna pick Paravision. I think Bait beats Imperial. This really could go. This is an either or pick. So like, let's say I were to pick. So FaZe would play Spirit. They would lose to Spirit. But I think if I were to pick Paravision, FaZe would go here. Paravision would go here. So we'll do two different scenarios. We'll finish this out and we'll go play with it afterwards. Just to get an idea of what we would play with. Fury beats Mouse, and I think Vitality beats Falcons. I think it's just what it's going to be. Best of three, good teams. 3D Max versus Bait. I want to say 3D Max. On paper, they're just better, I think. Mongols Pain, Mongols Easy. Spirit. G2 Navi. G2. I think G2 will do it. I think it is difficult. Navi did look really good in stage 2. This could be another either or. We'll come back to that. But you know what? We'll pick Navi. We'll do a little upset. They're gonna cook a little bit in this major, and I think that even better matchup. Paravision, yeah, Paravision. Passion UA, sorry, you're gonna go 0-3. Yeah, I don't see them beating G2. I would like them to beat Pain, but I think Pain will have the edge, and then Imperial. I think Liquid will beat Imperial. So I will try to get this is my 0-3s for the moment. And we will go to Falcons Mongols. Falcons beat Mongols. Mouse beats Spirit. Natus Vencer beats 3D Max. Those are my first three. FaZe Liquid. Oof. I'm going to pick Liquid. The FaZe Magic is still on, but oh, gosh. It's difficult. We'll come back. G2 Paravision. I think G2 going to be Paravision. It's that simple. Pain versus Bait. I think Pain gets the edge. Oof. This really depends on if FaZe actually plays well here. If they don't play well, then yeah, Liquid. I think it depends. If they don't play Dust 2, which is Jacob's Parallax map he likes to play, I think I'll probably avoid that. I'm gonna pick Liquid. And then Liquid 3D Max. Spirit beats Pain, and then Mongols G2. This is a crazy 2-2 game. Crazy 2-2. Now Mongols need to win this so they can secure Legends spot again in stage 3, and then enough slots for all the Asian teams that have, been qualifying. But I think just G2 will, just because better roster's been playing a lot more. The whole season they've been together. I think with Saw they've been able to really flesh out the playbook and get ideas flowing for what works, what doesn't work. And I just think they'll just be better. And then Liquid 3D Max. I think I am gonna pick 3D Max over Liquid. I think they're gonna crack that top 8 bubble for like tier 1 events. They're gonna finally get into it. They're gonna make playoffs. Now, so this is it. What I'll probably go with right now is Furia, Vitality 3-0, Passion, Imperial 3, and then Falcons, Males, Navi, 3D Max, Spirit, G2 in the playoffs. Now, if we were to go here and Paravision wins, changes the whole bracket. Oof, this becomes a Furia Vitality. I think Furia wins, and then Falcons, Males, Falcons win. So Furia still goes, then Falcon goes 0-3. This is if I'm going to go with my first pick. I think FaZe is going to win it. But for now, I see this as sort of an alternate universe. So 3D Max, Paravision, we'll go Paravision. Why not? Spirit beats Bay, and then I think FaZe still beats Passion UA. This also could be another toss up, but I think FaZe, they're not going to go out. So it'll still be this what it is here. 3D Max will still be Liquid. They'll finish out. G2 will beat FaZe. Spirit beats them. Vitality, and then I think this is a close one. I think Mouse just has the edge. I think Mouse, and then they beat Pain. This is where Mongols beats 3D Max. That's no problem. And then this is crazy. This is crazy G2. So a little bit different. In this scenario, Mongols does make it. This is because of the bracket they get. But in this instance, Furia Falcons, 3-0, Passion, Imperial 03, Mal's, Vitality, Spirit, Navi, G2, Mongols. But we'll go back here. And then, yes, we get this bracket. We get this. So let's go back into CS2 and make our picks. Let's start dragging these suckers in. These are the picks. Oh, didn't go in. One more time. And then I've got Falcons. Got Mouse. Got Navi. Got 3D Max. I've got Spirit. I've got G2. And then in the 03, sadly, I have Passion. And I have Imperial. Save the picks. Need 3 more to get the gold. If I get this right, all I have to do is get the pick'ems here, and then get at least 2 in the quarterfinals, and I've secured the gold. If I do not get any right, hopefully I do, then I have to do quarterfinals and semifinals. And speaking of the playoff predictions, I will be doing my first knife trade up. I've got these here, but they're on a trade deadline until the 9th. Some of them are. I've got once here the 8th. These 2 are the 9th. So I'll have to wait until Wednesday. So I'll still record the prediction probably the night it all happens, on maybe a Sunday. And then I'll have that done. And then I'll do the knife trade up on Wednesday. So that'll be at the end of the video. But until then, thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you with your predictions, and if you can actually watch the video to make them, because you only get a day to do anything. But thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and consider sharing the video. I would highly appreciate it. I want this to grow and help people if it truly is correct. But once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Have a good one.